Hey YouTube, today we're going to be making a honey salsa. Now we're going to be making this from canned tomatoes, and so basically this is like if you don't have a chance to go to the store and get tomatoes, your crop of tomatoes haven't come in yet, or basically you're using a prepping situation and all you have is canned and dried goods. This is a great recipe that's quick, delicious. It has absolutely no preservatives in it, and it's going to be great for your family, friends. It's a great party thing. I would much rather use fresh tomatoes, but if you don't have them, then this is a recipe that you can use that's quick, easy, under 30 seconds. Alright? So, first you're going to take diced tomatoes. You can have with salt or without salt. Now, if you have no salt tomatoes, then you need to actually add some sea salt to it. So, if you need to add some sea salt, you can add a couple of shakes of that. But I'm just going to use the regular salted tomatoes today, and so we're going to open those up, put them in. After that, we are going to have 1.5 teaspoons of dried cilantro. Now, this is a bottle of dried cilantro, but what I did this year is I actually grew cilantro. I dehydrated it, diced it up, and I put it in the container, so I'm not paying bucks for it now. I'm getting it for free. So 1.5 teaspoons of dried cilantro. We're going to take 1/8 teaspoon of onion powder. We're going to have a dash of black pepper. And we're going to have a 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, and this is raw cane sugar, so you know it's not that white sugar that goes right to your bloodstream. Raw cane sugar, and the reason we're using this is because since we're using diced canned tomatoes, they're very, very acidic, so we're going to use the sugar to cut some of the acidity. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take 2 to 5 pickled jalapeno slices, depending on how spicy you want it. I usually do about 3 jalapeno slices, but you can do it up to 5 so that you can vary the spice level. And then last but not least, we're going to take 2 tablespoons of honey. And this is what makes it honey salsa. So let's go ahead and get started. You take your can opener, you go and open up your can of diced tomatoes, and what you're going to do is you're going to drain those tomatoes as much as possible, because you don't want all the liquid in there because it's going to be watered down if you do that. So just drain them real quick, get as much of the juice out as you can. Okay, then dump them in your blender. Now you can use any blender. I'm using a Blendtec right here, which is a great blender. You can do anything with it, but you can use any blender, it doesn't matter. Okay, so you're going to take your black pepper, just do a dash of black pepper. Okay, you're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of the raw cane sugar. Okay, you're going to do 1.5 teaspoons of the dried cilantro. Alright, and then you're going to do 1/8 teaspoon of the onion powder. Just enough to give it a little bit of onion flavor in there. Gives it some more richness. Okay, you're going to put about 3 to 5 jalapeno slices in there, depending on how hot you want it. And you can put in a couple, and then if you need more spice, then add some more. Alright, so you go ahead and do that, close it up, do a couple pulses, just so that you can get all the stuff mixed together. Okay. And then after you have that pulsed a couple times, go ahead and put your 2 tablespoons of honey in there. Excuse me. Alright, you got your honey in there. Give it 1 or 2 quick more pulses just to mix it up. And And then what you're going to do is you're going to throw it in a bowl, let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes so that it can get those flavors mixed together. You wouldn't have to do that if you were using fresh tomatoes, fresh cilantro, but because we do have the dried cilantro and the canned tomatoes, you want to give those spices and flavors a little bit time to mingle before you actually serve it, because if not, you won't get the full effect of the wonderful salsa. Alright, so go ahead and throw it in a bowl. Rich and delicious. I don't know if you can see that, but it is wonderful. All you got to do now is take a chip, try it out. Super wonderful. And like I said, no preservatives, so you want to go ahead and be able to eat this in about 1 or 2 sittings. If you're not able to eat it in one sitting with your family and friends, put it in the fridge, but you don't want to keep it more than a couple days because this is a fresh salsa and it's super wonderful. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe, comment, check out some of my other videos, and thanks for your support.